What's going on, everybody? It's time for the Daily Truth, the truth in 5 minutes or less. You could see, you know what day it is. It's Felt Hat Friday, courtesy of my friends over at Pro Hats. Go to pro-hats.com and use my coupon code if you would like it. It's Anthony, RUPH, gets you 10% off. So we do this every week, a little Felt Hat Friday. You know what? I'm going to make this horse theme today, but the message is for everybody. It's not just for horse people, but it's I did a post earlier in the week actually with one of my clients where we talked about it was a joke on a horse that was pinned and it was doing something and it was ridiculous. And I'm like, how did horses ever survive in the wild? And I realized Kelly and I's horses, as well as many barrel horses and rodeo horses, are so insanely coddled that they just wouldn't survive on their own anymore. So what we've learned, and it's like, it's during the winter, it's like I have to chop out their ice and we have to do all these different things and we put them in blankets, and it's like, and there's a whole thing with horses that, and by the way, like this video, share this video, do all the things with this video. So there's a thing called colic, and it's not like a baby colic. It's one of the most severe things that can happen to a horse outside of breaking legs and stuff like that. But it's where the stomach is turned and food gets stuck and it becomes very serious, and they sometimes have to do colic surgery. And it's interesting. People talk about all their really good horses having to go through this. And if you have had to go through this, it's incredibly difficult, incredibly sad. And it's a huge ordeal, massive financial strain, huge surgery. But that's like these horses are all, given the best of grain, the best of hay, the hay cubes. They're given all the best of stuff because over time, they've now weakened themselves to the outside elements. They've been coddled. And although they're high performance horses, they're going to go faster than any other horse out there. They're not the toughest horses anymore. They are not as strong as some of the other horses out there that are much tougher. So the horses that aren't worth as much money, they're just fed the crap stuff. They eat out of a field, and they never colic. They don't, because they're tough as nails. They're not a high-performance horse, but they're tough as nails. So the thought process, it really goes to us as human beings, that the more coddled you are, the weaker you become. So all the struggles, all the failures, all the mistakes that you've gone through in your life are actually making you tougher. Granted, yes, we would all love the fancy food, the Wagyu steak, the best of everything. But if we don't take some of the grit that got us there, that's where we become too weak to handle the elements. We become that horse that doesn't know it, that needs us to chop out the ice, needs us to make sure they're eating all the good food. So it's that whole philosophy that good times create weak people, and then bad times create strong people. So going through that struggle creates strength. So whatever you've been through, even if, say, you have had a relatively coddled life, you have to be able to harness all the bad you've gone through in order to utilize things, in order to push forward, in order to embrace the idea of being a better version of yourself, a tougher version of yourself, somebody who's more resilient. That's the good word. Truth is, resilience comes from hard times. Truth is, we all have gone through enough stuff in our life. If you're listening to this right now, if you made it through the pandemic, you're here now, you've lost loved ones, you've dealt with some crap. You've got enough to build a thick layer of skin and toughness inside of yourself. So the idea is to utilize that, use those hard times to create a strong person in front of you, a strong man, a strong woman. Use that reference. That's my reference for today. I'm using coddled horses. They're adorable and they're fast, but horse blankets, really? Anyways, guys, God bless. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great weekend. Again, this was Felt Hat Friday, courtesy of my friends at Pro Hats. If you like my messaging, make sure you check out the link that's always in there. If you'd like to do the 7-minute video, 5 ways to get unstuck. Aside from that, have a great weekend. God bless, and I will catch you next time. Don't surrender your pets. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Pounds are full. Humane societies, they're all full.